You've probably noticed something strange about yourself. When you're alone, you feel calm, focused, almost powerful. But when you're around people, something changes. You feel drained, guarded, detached. You tell yourself it's independence. You say, I don't need anyone. I trust myself more. And in many ways, that's true. You've learned to rely on yourself because life forced you to. But psychology says there's a thin line between self-reliance and emotional isolation. And most people cross it without realizing. At some point, you stopped expecting people to show up for you. Maybe they disappointed you. Maybe they misunderstood you. Maybe trusting them cost you pain. So your brain adapted. It learned a new rule. Depending on myself is safer than depending on others. That rule gave you confidence. It made you sharper, more controlled, less vulnerable. But it also came with a hidden cost. Because humans are wired for connection. Not surface-level conversation. Not small talk. Real connection. Being seen, understood, supported. When you convince yourself you don't need anyone, your brain doesn't just cut off pain. It also dulls closeness. That's why you feel strongest alone, but strangely empty in rooms full of people. Psychologists call this defensive independence. It's when confidence is built not from security, but from self-protection. You don't open up because you don't want to be disappointed. You don't rely on others because you don't want to lose control. You don't fully trust because trust once hurt you. So you balance life by keeping emotional distance. And it works, for a while. Until you realize something uncomfortable. Being alone feels peaceful. But being disconnected feels lonely. Here's the part most people miss. Not believing in others doesn't make you stronger forever. It makes your world smaller. Real strength isn't I don't need anyone. Real strength is I can stand on my own and still let people matter. Confidence without connection turns into isolation. Independence without trust turns into emotional numbness. And no, this doesn't mean you should trust everyone. It means you should stop confusing walls with boundaries. Walls keep everyone out. Boundaries let the right people in. If you recognize yourself in this, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your brain adapted to protect you. But protection isn't the same as growth. The goal isn't to depend on people. The goal is to stop pushing them away before they even get a chance. Because the strongest version of you isn't the one who stands alone forever. It's the one who knows when to stand alone and when to connect. And if this made you uncomfortable, good. That's usually where growth starts.